found something in Juice Shop that was not on the page. No button, no obvious link, no menu option, but it was still there. And once I opened it, the application started giving me things that I wasn't supposed to see. More users, more clues, and eventually another way into accounts. All from information that the browser was already receiving. So, without further ado, let's get to it. In the last episodes, I found the real admin password. So, today, I started by opening Juice Shop and logging in as admin. After that, I opened DevTools. Then, inside DevTools, I went to the Debugger tab and opened main.js. This file is important because web applications often send JavaScript files to the browser, and those files can contain useful information. For example, routes, feature names, API paths, and sometimes pages that are not visible in the normal menu. So inside main.js, I found this route, the administration. Now that was the hidden administration page. So I copied the route, opened it in the browser, and the page loaded. As you can see, that page had the emails of costumers. So I decided to copy the emails and save them together with the ones that I found on episode 1. However, I saw that some were duplicates, so I only saved the ones I didn't have in my previous list. This is why information gathering matters. One email list may not seem powerful by itself, but when we keep adding information from different places, it can become useful later. Now, after that, I kept DevTools open and moved to the Network tab. Now, the Network tab shows the requests the browser is making to the server. So, I refreshed the page and click around a little bit. And while watching the requests, I found this endpoint. Now our list was stronger. We had emails from episode 1, we had emails from the administration page, and we had emails from the authentication details response. Then I kept looking through the Network tab and another endpoint stood out. First, I checked the response inside DevTools, but to read it more clearly, I opened the endpoint directly in the browser. This one stood out even more because it had admin in the path. And inside that response, I found something very useful: 2 safe phrases for the password reset process. That's a problem. A password reset information should not be exposed through an endpoint like this. Because if someone can find the answer to a reset question, just like we did, they may not need the original password anymore. They can just reset the account. So at this point, I had 2 things: a list of user emails and 2 safe phrases used for password resets. The next step was to test them. So I went to the Forgot Password page and then I started trying the safe phrases with the emails we had gathered. Now the safe phrase Daniel Boone National Forest worked on John's email account. So I entered the email, pasted the safe phrase and created a new password. And the reset worked, guys. Then I went back to the login page and logged in as John using the new password. And as you can see, it worked. Now the second safe phrase worked with Emma's email, so I repeated the same idea with Emma. I went back to the Forgot Password page, entered Emma's email, pasted the safe phrase ITsec, created a new password and submitted the reset form. And as you can see, it worked, guys. Now, to confirm, I logged in as Emma with the new password. And we are in. And this is it, guys. I hope this helped you in any way, and if it did, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe to this channel for more content like this. Thank you so much for watching. See you next time. Stay curious and stay safe. Bye bye!